Hello, silly. Welcome. Nah, it's okay. I haven't been able to stream too much recently because of full-time work and all that jazz. But hey, I am back today. Um, I did have a little bit of an issue with freaking construction near me, but thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. I bought a new mic today and I've been spending the past hour and a half setting it up. um, I'm really excited with it. So far, I've been really pleased with how it sounds. One of the big things I really wanted to do for the stream was to make my audio or make my mic sound so much better. Um, yeah, so you should be able to hear my voice really, really well. And I have been messing with the settings and everything, so hopefully you should not hear my controller or me moving things around or any background noise. So it should be just my voice, which already sounds so much better. It was a bit of a pricier headset, but this is one of the big things I really, really wanted to do for stream. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So a lot of what I'm doing here is testing things. I'm testing if the headset works good. I'm testing, honestly, like stupid little things OBS likes to do has just kind of like randomly decided to like BS itself. Like for some reason, after I got the audio to work and after I was testing for an hour and a half, like the entire thing was like, oh, we don't want to do any gameplay. And I'm like, no, what? So, very excited to finally get this up and going. All right, let's go ahead and move to the main streaming. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Actually, quick. Okay, yeah, the chat is working. Oof. Oh. So, sometimes I panic over all the little... There's so many little parts. I have so much on my computer running, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just really hoping it works. If you hear anything odd, or something's not syncing up right, or if you want me to adjust the volume for the gameplay versus my voice, please let me know, since it can be a bit difficult for me to adjust all the things to make sure everything is working smoothly for you guys. Got really obsessed with Hollow Knight for like 4 days and stopped pseudo-investing for a shiny Bagon, but I'm back and I'm currently hatching it. It's nice. Oh man, I love Hollow Knight. I love Hollow Knight so much. I'm very excited to play Silk Song. I'm actually getting pretty close to finishing up Baten Kaitos right now, which is the RPG I'm currently playing. And then after I'm done with Baten Kaitos, I absolutely plan on... there we go. I absolutely plan on playing some Silk Song. Because I especially want to play it before like everything gets spoiled, because I've already seen a couple of things. I'm like, no spoilers. Okay, fantastic. I actually adjusted the volume to be a little bit louder on the game as well, because I was like, I want to at least be able to hear the game. But if it's working great for you, fantastic. I am very happy. Also, my new headset has volume control directly on the headset. Oops. For my personal hearing, which is like awesome. And on top of that, I also have a mute button directly on my headset, so that way I can mute myself if I happen to sneeze or something, instead of having to be constantly connected to my computer. What am I talking about? Coastlands. Of course, Coastlands. I'm sure I do. I did notice that my voice sounded a lot more... I guess feminine, maybe? which is not really how I view myself. I do identify as non-binary, but as long as I can have a great experience with you guys, I am more than happy to create a new audio experience. I am so happy. I'm so happy to finally. Oh, I was doing some research trying to find some good headsets. This one was one of the pricier ones, but it was the one that had the highest rating for microphone. I was like, that's what I want. I just want a good old mic. And that also means a lot. I've been struggling with some depression today, and just trying to get myself in the mood for streaming has been a bit rough. So I am so happy with the effort I was able to put into getting this headset fixed up. There's a lot of other things I'd like to fix up on the channel as well. Wait. No, that's just a regular one. Okay. Jeez. There's a lot of other things I'd like to fix up on the channel as well, but this one was like my #1 priority. It's so stupid looking. There's a lot of like interesting Pokemon that I'm like, this thing's so stupid looking, and then I continue to stare at it. I'm like, I love it even more. I'm sorry. The thing that I'm most happy about, despite like me sounding so much better, is I don't think it's picking up my my controller, which is the #1 thing that was making me so angry about my audio before. Was like you could just hear my controller, and I'm like, oh, you can't hear it anymore. This is so fantastic. It's got that Victorian era fake hair on its head. I feel like I keep seeing shinies. Like I turn and I'm like, oh, is that a shiny? I guess I'm just like overexcited for everything right now. I apologize. I'm probably gonna be sitting here talking about my audio quality for like, holy shit! Oh my god! Yes, 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 yes! Finally! A shiny Spheal! Oh my goodness! I've been trying to get one of these forever! Oh, that's the last one I need in the line too. Now I have the full Spheal line. So I don't think there is no gender difference. I definitely took a look up on that one. Oh, look at this! Look at all these blue Pokemon. So I think for Combi, I just need to use Gust. I'm not much in the grand scheme of things, but I appreciate these streams greatly. I dealt with some bad mental stuff about a month ago before I found your stream, and these really helped me. You're a comforting presence. Oh, thank you. Honestly, I really, really appreciate that. I also struggle a lot with mental health, and I completely understand how much of a challenge that can be, and I really, really am glad I can be somebody that can help you through the hard times. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to make friends. I'm here to talk about Pokemon. I'm here to just like hang out with people. And honestly, having you here helps me out a lot too. It's nice knowing that like when I stream, I'm not going to be streaming alone. Or that there are people who are actually excited to see me come online. Just so you know, I'm getting all teary-eyed. Like, good lord. I swear, one of the Celio genders had longer whiskers, but I'm probably... You know what? You know what? I feel you there. I keep having to reference my gender chart because fortunately Bulbapedia has a good gender difference chart where it actually has pictures of the gender differences as well. And there's so many weird random Pokemon that are like, oh, we have a gender difference. And I'm like, why? We don't need a gender difference. But like, there's a lot of them like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Right? It doesn't make sense. And then you have Celio that's like, oh, it would make sense for like one of them to have longer whiskers or something. But no, it's just the same. No, Combi! I think, okay, yeah, I think it's Gyarados I need to work on. I could totally see that being a thing. Okay. So, the audio for myself sounded a little bit, not terribly great during that battle. But that's okay. I'm willing to live with that. And it is also something I can definitely change. I specifically was working on mic because that's what I wanted to make sure sounded good. I know it's actually a headrest, but I can't help but see it as stupid wings. Stupid wings. You know what? Honestly, not even just Pokemon, there are some designs when I just look at something, I'm like, I know it's supposed to be hair, but that definitely looks like a helmet. So I originally was going to be streaming Pokemon X today. I even have the setup and everything already for it. But when I decided to go ahead and pick up the new headset, I was like, you know, I probably really should just do something a little more simple instead of like going all out crazy, so I can test the headset. You know, make sure I'm testing the headset. Basculin, all right. I actually don't think I've drawn Bagon yet because I already had the shiny for it. Oh, head crest. Okay. That's fair. Well, dang, we're actually doing so good, right? Like, sorry, I'm just excited about the Spheal, because then that finishes up that line. I've already finished. I've actually finished up quite a few lines here in the coastlands. Always looks silly to me, but that's sort of why I like it. Like the poor thing's trapped inside its own shell. I can't not take a Shieldgon. Or yeah, Shieldgon. I cannot take it seriously. It looks so dumb. Okay, I did forget to empty alt. That should be okay. Spheal! Spheal goes right in here next to his buddies. Right next to Unknown. I got another Unknown. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I like Salamence quite a lot. My only complaint is I don't like how football-shaped its body is. In the older games that used 3D, like Colosseum, made the body look a little slimmer, so that it looks more cohesive, but now it looks weirdly fat in the middle, and its wings can't carry it. Sorry, design rant. No, you're fine. You're not wrong, actually. My favorite Pokemon, or one of my top favorite Pokemon, is Lugia. And they did Lugia so dirty with 3D models. Does not look nice, and it makes me so sad. They did actually make it look a lot better in Scarlet Violet, but it's still like... I don't mind the fact that Lugia's, on the fatter side of the dragons. Just kind of like how Dragonite is. But, like, the way they did the arm wings just looks so bad. I feel like it's funnier because the wings are smaller. I love Dragonite. I love how ridiculous Dragonite is. It's also a very nice design. It just looks nice. So many Oshawotts. And so many of them not shiny. I need more shiny Oshawotts. Chorisu? I might as well just... Yep, nope, we're going. Not messing with that. That's right, my horse does not need ankles. Routes? Oh, that's a good one. I think Scarlet and Violet helped a lot with 3D models look more alive. I like how they made Dragonite lean forward a little in battle. It's like it's ready to beat the crap out of the opposing Pokemon. Yeah, no, I think I think we really need to... Like, I'm glad we have the 3D models for most Pokemon. Some Pokemon just do not look good with it. But, yeah, sprucing up the models a bit and then focusing on animation, I think, is what Pokemon really needs. But hopefully we're going to be seeing more of that with Legend ZA. Because Legend ZA, honestly, like... I'm really hoping it continues to improve the models and animation of the Pokemon, which does seem to be one of its big focuses. So take what Scarlet Violet did and continue to improve on it. That's what we need. Honestly, I think Legends does a very good job. Legends Arceus here does a very good job with Pokemon animations as well. Having them actually move about the area rather than just staying static. Gen 6, 7, and 8 made models so lifeless and flat that I'm glad Scarlet Violet tried to fix things. Yes, absolutely. I don't necessarily blame Scarlet Violet. No, Scarlet. Gen... Ooh. It's a shiny Baneri! Man, got lucky! Oops. Hello. Please focus on the pink one. Oh my god! This is why we save. So I don't necessarily blame Gen 6. I know, right? I don't really blame Gen 6 because it was... So Gen 6 was still handheld. And it was the first time that they did the models. And at the time, that actually was very impressive. They also were doing a bunch of other things for Gen 6 to make it special, such as it being the first time that you can actually choose out your outfit, design your character to be yourself. It had a lot more depth and focus on that kind of stuff. So I really think, oops, that was not the one I wanted. Oh my freaking goodness. So I really think Gen 6 was doing a lot of the heavy lifting. But it was not improved upon, which is the problem. 2 shinies in 20 minutes! Hell yeah, and 2 shinies I need, actually. I don't know if I don't think Baneri has a gender difference. So I'd probably need to look that one up just in case. So I don't really blame Gen 6. Gen 7, honestly, could have done more improvements. But especially with Gen 8, because Gen 8 did reduce the Pokédex by a lot, I think they could have done a whole hell of a lot more to make the Pokemon stand out better. Oh, Gen 7 looks so bad. I think one of my favorite things is one of the things that everyone was complaining about, which was a valid complaint, is that the main characters look so lifeless. Like they look so dead inside with their vacant staring that Pokemon decided to go as far as to make that an actual character, part of their character in Pokemon Masters. I don't actually play Pokemon Masters, but like that they actually implement that as a character development for the characters. Like, you're kidding. Oh, it was so good. I love it when they can actually look at something like, yeah, we effed up here, but we can make the most of it. Honestly, the 3D models, like the animation of Piloswine and its 3D models look so bad. Okay. Alright. Oh, apparently I need to stun them anyway. Fun, fun, fun! My apologies on not replying. I'm trying to focus on not dying. Give me just one moment. Nice. Absolute trash balls at absolute peak. I think it's an absolute travesty if Buzzfold doesn't do random flexing positions when it defeats a Pokemon. Oh, that would be so good. Especially with the new game that's supposed to be coming out, Pokemon Champions. I really hope we see some amazing Pokemon animations in there, because that would be fucking awesome. Machop. And last one, which is probably good because I'm almost out of Pokeballs. And Machop again. All right, fantastic. As much as I would like to, like, do those Oshawott... I suppose I could just buy Pokeballs. Give me your finest Pokeballs, please. These ones. All right. Yeah, let's do a couple of these Oshawotts. Have you so Silly, have you been downloading the shiny legendaries onto Scarlet or Violet? I think you're playing Violet, right? Scarlet. You're playing Scarlet. I'm playing Violet. Get back here, Duwat. Do I have Duwat's dex entry done? But yeah, I've been trying to make sure to post whenever they're available because no, your phone had a moment. Yeah, I was just asking if you had a chance to download the shiny legendaries yet. I've been trying to keep it updated so that people know when they're available. Any more? Any more? Oh, poor Pokemon's gone. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's just go ahead and head out then. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm very glad to make sure that everyone gets these shinies while they're still available. And they save the best for last. I want blue fish. I want blue fish. I'm glad that they made them super easy to take down. Especially since they do drop the Urban Mysticas, which makes farming them feel very much worth it. So you're not just like battling because you have to, but like also being able to get some cool stuff out of it. Oh wait. I need to move that Baneri over. I agree. I agree, actually. It's so frustrating. Especially since, like, for me, myself, like, I actually missed the event shiny Pokemon from Gen 8. I missed all of them because I wasn't into Gen 8 at the time. So now there's a bunch of legendary shinies that I don't have and probably won't be able to get for a very, very, very long time. Just makes me a bit sad as a shiny hunter. Okay, so there's the other Baneri. Okay, so they're both male. So I might as well evolve this one. Wonder if Lopunny has a gender difference. Right? Like, I get the whole idea of, like... It's kind of cool, a little bit, that we are actually... Brain. It's kind of fun that we actually have this whole, like, working together to make sure that we unlock all the legendaries. Like, it is kind of fun, but it's also, like, for such a limited time and so difficult to get your hands on. Has to be locked because it's legendary and it should have a shiny you can get in game normally. Yeah. I'm not sure how to approach the shiny legendary thing because I do really enjoy like the distributions, but at the same time, it's it's making it impossible for some people to be able to get them at all. And then if you miss the distribution, oh well, guess you can't get it shiny. Versus like distributions from, if you think about like the legendary beast from I think 2008 or something. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Um, no, probably closer to 2012. But where you could still actually get the shiny beasts, but it was still special to get the distribution ones. What do I need for Curlia? It's Gyarados, Bite, Hurricane, and Strong Style move. Ugh. Still need to defeat them with electric types. Jeez. Curlia. I just need to use Drain and Kiss, and I need to defeat 5 more. There's only one of each legendary. Yeah, no, the whole shiny thing is a little bit of an interesting conundrum. Which is kind of why I think they might have, that might be part of the reason why they shiny locked them in the first place, but it's still dumb. I might come back for that Rhyhorn. I also need to make a little extra effort to actually gather items, so I'm not just wasting so much money. And that's Ghastly and Alpha Haunter. Maybe shiny legendaries are the real Paradox Pokemon. It's true. There's just something about round Pokemon that's just really cute. Starting to think that all Pokemon should be round. Okay, not all Pokemon, but there is something particularly cute about round Pokemon. This is really niche, but hear me out. Elekid. Geodude. Whenever I look at a normal Electrode, that big goofy smile on its face, I get the vibe that it's really nice, but it says some words that absolutely has no right to say. There was once a Nuzlocke that I watched. It was so not actually watched. It was long before Nuzlocks were popular. It was very old video, very very old. But what they did, and this person put in so much work, is that they animated pretty much their entire Nuzlocke journey. It was called a Petty Nuzlocke. And I remember really enjoying it. It was my very first time seeing a Nuzlocke. And it was really cool. And one of the Pokemon that the main character used was Electrode. And they did a lot of like fun things with their characters, like making them actually talk to each other and have personalities, which is kind of like the whole point of the Nuzlocke. And their Electrode, of all the Pokemon, could not talk, but instead spoke in music lyrics, which was just hilarious because the person kept using TMs on them, which are CDs. And so every time they gave the Electrode a new move, it would learn a new song. And I just thought it was just really cool. I love that Electrode. It's always silly things like that that can really help you fall in love with a Pokemon. Electrode plays Despacito. Have you seen the Pokemon Despacito? It is literally the best thing ever. It makes me so happy. I wish I could play it, but obviously there'd be copyright problems. But quite literally, and you can't just type in Pokemon Despacito because for whatever gosh darn reason, this particular version is a little harder to find. So if I find the video, I might just post it into the Discord. But it literally is Despacito, but in like the original Spanish version of Despacito. But it changes the lyrics so that it's Pokemon names. Because a lot of Pokemon, their names are actually based off of the English language, which is very much Latin. And so they do the whole song as just Pokemon names. It's so good. It looks so angry and big and unapproachable. I mean, I think that's kind of the point. It does not want to be approached. It wants to be left alone. Versus, like, Electrode, the Cantonian Electrode, looks like it just, like, wants to be a pal. Kind of like that, oh, how would I put it? Kind of like that, Big Brother Mafia friend. It's like, yeah, I'm here, and I'm cool, and I'm happy to hang out with you, but, you know, tick me off the wrong way, and I'll just destroy everything. Swinging Electrode is literally the only reason I beat Volo and Giratina because of paralysis. Nice. I do find it very clever that they made a very clever version of Electrode and I cannot remember the first evolution name. Voltorb. Oh my goodness, what the heck is wrong with me? I thought they were very clever with how they designed Electrode and Voltorb while still staying very true to the original. Unknown. Unknown. Wait, yeah, okay. That is the closest one here. Okay. There it is. Okay. I'm like, why does my thing keep wanting me to go downwards? Because I misplaced it. That's why. Oh. Come on. There we go. Sleazy boss energy, and when I look at that grid, I get the vibe of dudes who's strangely friendly. Don't worry, little bro. Electrode is here to I don't know. It's such a big bro energy, but like in a good way. Good bros. Yeah, yeah, that's totally it. Fuck you in a non-ironic way while at the same time just have the biggest grin on its face. Early Pokemon designs were pretty wild. Yeah, the typing definitely does not help because pure electric is not terribly. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of weaknesses, but it's also not like terribly strong. Oh my goodness. That's fine. Oh my goodness, that was terrifying. Yeesh. Yeah, some Pokemon were just not like their stats just weren't distributed well, honestly. Where did the other Slagoo go? Well, we'll just come back if we can't find it. Yeah, in all honesty, it's also very difficult to keep every Pokemon viable. I can only imagine how convoluted it must be to have so many Pokemon that you need to just figure out every little thing for. Rock Slide and Stealth Rock and then Evolve. Okay. Jeez, really? That's nuts. Especially with how much love Gen 1 gets, you'd think that they might actually make these Pokemon viable. Let's do that one. Yeah. Seems absurdly low for creatures that can be seen punching down mountains. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. I'm pretty sure that Golduck... Yeah, it's already spotted me. I am... And the thing is that it wouldn't even be that hard to, like, make them better. Like, I understand things like trading card games, power creep is a thing because you can't go back and change old cards. You can reprint them, but you can't really, like, remake them. So you have to make new cards, which makes sense as far as TCG goes. But, like, in a video game like Pokemon, it's like, just give it more stats. It's not that hard. There are some Pokemon that I'm just like, why isn't this a pseudo-legendary? We've seen, Gen 3 has 2 pseudo-legendaries, so why can't some of the other generations? And what is it about specifically having 3 stages that makes it a pseudo-legendary? There's a lot of Pokemon that I feel like are just fine being called a pseudo-legendary even if they don't have a 3-stage evolution. It's not really a reason to make them 3-stage evolutions. It just feels like an arbitrary pseudo-legendary rule. Like, it has to have three stage. And I'm like, does it really though? Stay. 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 Come back here. Stay. I mean, it honestly feels like, for pseudo-legendaries, I watched a video not so long ago that really kind of explains the problem with pseudo-legendaries. That is, you can't usually catch them early enough in the game to have that whole zero to hero feeling. Which is just kind of sad when you think about it. Because while I'm absolutely okay with them having the 3-stage evolution, it would just be really neat if, like, you can catch, you know, the super legendary, like, before the end of the game at level 20. Yeah, I do like Pokemon having evolutions. It does make me sad to, like, Pokemon that don't have evolutions just feel kind of, like, bland. I'm thinking of Como for this. The first place you can encounter Jangmo is on the final island in one specific area in Alola. Yeah, like, it would have been so much cooler if you could get it, like, let's say after the second trial. So that way, like, you spend about half the game with the Pokemon. And yeah, it's slow and it's maybe not terribly strong at first, but, like, you get that evolution and your hard work starts to feel like it's actually paying off a little bit. And then it gets that final evolution when you finally get to, like, the Elite Four, and it's like, damn, now it's powerful. Now it's pulling its weight. Now it's, you know, getting that zero to hero feeling. And we just don't see that with a lot of pseudo legendaries. Because even if you can get them earlier on in the game, they're so difficult. Like, if you don't know that they're there, you probably wouldn't know that they're there. Yeah, I know you can get Gibble a little bit early, but that also means that you have to know where it is. Because it's, like, on the second floor of a place that's hard to get to that you wouldn't know about, which is fine. Like, I don't mind that so much. At least Gibble you can get early. But it would be cool if it was just, like, not so far out of the way. Yes, unknown! Unknown! I think Gumi was in a good place. I need to research that. I don't remember if I used a Gumi on my original team or not. But that sounds like such a fun Pokemon to, like, have early on. Because it's just small and squishy and kind of weird looking. And then to have it evolve into a goofy little dragon. That'd be so cool. Okay. We're going to change the time of day to morning so that we can actually see what we're doing. I love how the mic doesn't seem to be picking up my controller at all. That's so cool. All right, but here's the real test. I'm going to take a drink of water. Let's see how much it catches. All right, that doesn't seem too bad. And I hope my opinions aren't too strong for you, man. I I love pseudos. I just wish I could love them a bit more. I still think that Dino evolving into Xylos at level 50 and then evolving into Hydreigon in 64 is nuts. But someone in a video explained that the likely reason why is specifically 64 was that 1964 is the first film that King Ghidorah Ghidorah appeared in a Godzilla film, the creature the Hydreigon is based off of. That's pretty cool. I mean, that would be cool if that is the actual reason. I still don't like it evolving at level 64. But that would be a really cool nod. And also it kind of makes sense to as why the number is so weirdly specific. Ooh. Let's do it. Catch these little guys. I don't think I have... I might have one shiny Crickpot, but I don't think I actually have very many, because I do need both genders. Oh! Yeah, that's actually sounds really cool. If it's that consistent, that's pretty freaking awesome. Oh my goodness, where's the last Crickpot? You know what? Fine. We'll come back. We'll come back. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. Okay, new heart. Yes. Okay. Hey! Get caught. Okay, I don't think there's any more here. This creature... It's a Pokemon I... Okay, hold on. I very recently became a Hydreigon fan. It's a Pokemon I kind of overlooked, but seeing its lore started to help me love its design really helped. This creature hates humans because in ancient times, humans treated it like a demon. Oh, that's terrible. That's so sad. I remember really liking Hydreigon because it's based off of the 1, 2, 3 in German, denoting its 1, 2, and 3 heads. And I always really liked that because at the time I was studying German, and while you have that with Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, it was really fun to see it also in German. Yahoo! Ow. I'm a child. I don't need ankles. Children don't need ankles, right? Who needs ankles? Oh, it's a shiny one, right? Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Whereas how frustrating Pokemon hates you, that implies Gets' Hydreigon hates him that much for frustrating. Oh no! I mean, Getz's was already like stupid freaking bad guy anyway, but no, my goodness, Hydreigon. Just need some love. Aww. And it has such a very nice shiny. Like, just going to that, like, green and black. Just really looking like a dragon. Pangula. So let's try checking out this Kriktot one. Did not like the introduction of fairy types. Nope. Not with that quad weakness. Yeah, fairy types could really use another weakness just to kind of like curb its power a little bit. I really like your suggestion with its weakness being a third weakness being bug, because that would actually work really well. Oh, brainstorm has ended. All right, let's head back. Oops. We love bugs! And bug-type Pokemon are so cool! Heck yeah, Scolipede! Oh, I love Scolipede. And also, Genesect, having a bug-type mythical. Finally, we need more of those, because bug-type is really cool. Okay, I need to release them. No more room. Alright. We go there. I keep having to make sure this Elekid's actually shiny. It's really hard to tell. Oops. yeah, Escelgor, Escavalier, Genesect, Scolipede. Oh, that's right, Garvantula. I love Garvantula. And Levani. I find it utterly disappointing that Bug is the only type without a legendary. I know, right? And there's so many, like, really cool Bug designs that, like, would, like, absolutely fill that role of being legendary. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a huge fan of Scyther. Scyther is one of my top 10 favorites, absolutely hands down. So cool. Volcarona is also really cool. I really wish Volcarona was a pseudo. Which I believe is also Gen 5. Oh, ow. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't think there's any Dragon Bug either, which Flygon would have been absolutely perfect. I mean, technically, one of the reasons why I really like Scyther so much, Scyther really does have that dragon, like, look to it. Specifically Scyther. Absolutely love it. I would not be upset if they decided to change Scyther to a bug dragon type. That would be so cool. Oh, right. I was going to see about changing the music. Because this also is to test my audio. Let's see here. All right. Bring that down a little bit. All right. Is that a good volume for the Spotify? I should probably get that open up here. Okay, good. Good. Oh my goodness, why do you keep doing this? Add source. Window capture. Okay, here we go. I don't know why it keeps doing that. OMG, Fairy Dragon type that isn't Mega Altaria would be so fun. Right? I'd love to see another fairy dragon type. Even if it ends up being like a silly looking dragon. That would be so cool. We need more silly dragons. That's what we need. Actually, we just need more silly Pokemon in general. Bring back the silly! Bring back the silly! That's actually one of the reasons I really, really loved Dunsparce so much. Is I love how like everyone was like, the Dunsparce needs an evolution. Dunsparce needs an evolution. And they're like doing all these like cool, like super awesome, badass looking designs. Making it look like a dragon. All this cool stuff. And then the Pokemon company is just like, no, it's supposed to be a dumb-looking Pokemon. So they doubled down on it and literally just named it the Dunsparce. It makes me so happy. I ended up using one on my team because it just made me so happy. Yeah, look at Scyther. You can't tell me that this isn't a dragon bug type. Look at it. Ow! Fuck! Ugly Fairy is as cool as I hope. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Kind of just like that nitty grittiness of fairy tales. My think with making a cute fairy dragon type is that we already have Mega Altaria, so I think a fierce looking fairy makes more sense. I'd love to see, yeah, I would definitely like to see more fierce looking fairy types. I don't know if I like the idea of a fierce dragon fairy type, because I feel like fierce dragons are a little overdone. But absolutely some just like badass looking fairies would be so cool. Unless you have like a specific idea in mind, I'm sure there's like a lot of like really cool fairies. Like fairy lore, just like that fairy lore is so cool. Or folklore, I guess. Chatot. Cadaver. I feel kind of bad because I know Mosby was super excited to join me for stream, but that stupid, the construction was just so annoying. I do live in the land of construction, which just sucks sometimes. I just want to get some Dex entry stuffs in. I wish I had a Mega Gyarados. Or, not Mega. I do wish I had a Mega Gyarados. I wish I had a, Alpha Gyarados, because that would just be so cool. Bug Steel was a type I never really considered anything about until I realized you only have one weakness and 4 times to fire. You have an answer to fire types, you're fine. Oh, that sounds awesome! Yeah, I guess there's the Scizor. Oh, Scizor is such a cool dragon, Bug Steel type. But yeah, that fire hurts so bad. Can I fly? Ah, no. Of course. That's okay. Can we get some Fortress some love? Fortress has a great shiny. I'll give it that much. Other than that, I don't have a lot of attachment to it. I always liked the Brock's Pineco as a kid. Shellos! Yeah, it doesn't really have that bagworm look to it, does it? Not in the same way that Wormadam and Burmy have. Not that I like Wormadam or Burmy. Ow. I love my little Shellos friends. Evolve into my Gaston friends. Get the ball! Yeah, so I saw a video that actually explained it really well. And that is, it's the difference between reaction speed rather than actual speed. Because, like, yeah, a jet is going to be faster than a cat, but, like, have you seen cats reaction speed? They're wicked fast. Cats are real fast. Which actually makes sense when you think about speed in a battle. It's all about that, like, reaction time. Not to mention stats don't always translate to Pokemon quite as nicely as they probably should. Ironically, I'm really hoping to actually find a Raichu, but they be no Raichus here. Pikachu sound effect sounds so weird, though. Still hilarious. It really is. Also, that Fungus hits harder than Onyx. I think that Among Us hits harder than Steelix. That's hilarious. Yeah, honestly, Onyx is one of those Pokemon that just really has the short end of the stick. It really could use some more, like, stats and attention. Same with Steelix. Because Onyx just sadly is just a very bad Pokemon, which makes me sad because I love Onyx. I love Onyx being this giant group of a Pokemon that's just so powerful and all-encompassing. And Zubat. Yeah. And nothing else. Yeah. Which just really sucks because it actually is just, like, it really has that menacing feeling of just being a strong Pokemon. And it just can't deliver. Even thought Bruno used 2 of them, even though Poliwrath and Primeape are right there. Yeah! Onyx don't be no fighting type. And it do not be terribly strong either. No, we're actually going to go Coronet this time. Let's be honest, Gen 1 in general is just a hot mess. A big, hot, enjoyable mess. The fact that anything works at all is pretty phenomenal. And the fact that you can break it to teeny tiny pieces as you play is just absolutely hilariously fun. Or check, especially when there's only one fully evolved for each type. So I think what they were trying to do with the whole Dragon Specialist and Ghost Specialist is that they're supposed to be like these super rare, cool types. And so, of course, being super rare and super cool, that like having them as a gym leader and champion, that's super cool, right? And then just not actually like thinking about it. The one thing I think I really liked it explained was for Gen 2, Claire is a water dragon specialist, and Lance is a flying dragon specialist. It was just that there weren't enough dragons at the time to really fill those roles well. Okay, I'm gonna do a hydrate break. Agatha uses poison. It's so true. I never considered her a dark type ever. Especially when you consider the fact that there is lore context to believe that Umbreon originally was supposed to be a poison type. In Red and Blue, Koga repeats that when poison is the most common type in Gen 1. Yeah, Gen 1 is such a mess. Ooh, Gibble. I haven't seen that one in a while. Let's go ahead and catch it. Alright. Yeah, so I absolutely agree with that, because essentially Gen 2 is an extension of Gen 1. with a lot of like data mining and information that we've been able to get over the years, it does show that Gen 2 was like a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon were actually originally designed during Gen 1. I think it was just that they couldn't either fit it all in the cartridge or like it was just overly ambitious for the time. And it actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it because of just how actually unknown at the time. Like who knew Pokemon was going to be as big as it is now? Like no one. Like it was just a thing that just suddenly happened. I'm finding it hilarious that these Gibble and Gabite are actually easier to hit than the, or these Gabite and Garchomp is easier than Gibble. Because they're not using Earthquake. Heck, even Fissure is easier. But yeah, by the time Gen 3 came around, I think Pokemon was trying to cement itself as an actual franchise. Especially with how it just blew up like crazy here in the West. And I think that's one of the reasons why Pokemon was so successful was just how prevalent it was. And they just kept that energy going. I find it funny how certain Pokemon are almost broken, but they're missing one little thing. Yeah, right? Machamp. What's missing for Machamp to make it broken? Especially when you compare it to like Alakazam and Gengar that were absolutely broken. I would have loved to have seen a little more love there to Machamp. Oh, that's right. You're trying to get the Alpha Shiny Machamp, aren't you? Machamp has the ability No Guard, which means that no moves used will miss from both the user and the opponent. If Machamp had any of those OKO moves, it'd be unstoppable. Yeah, I can see why they probably didn't want to give it the OKO moves, because that does sound very, very overpowered. Let's return to the village. Okay, I'm gonna need to buy a bunch more Pokeballs. I want the million. Actually, if I can get some more Jet Balls, that'd be great. Heck yeah! Jet Balls! And Gen 9 definitely had some very good music. Poor Electros, made to be a physical attacker with no physical moves, forced to be a special attacker. I don't understand situations like that. Like, it should be pretty obvious if you're giving a Pokemon a bunch of, like, special attack moves that it should be a special attacker. Like, it's obvious. And I understand wanting to make sure that your game is running, like, is as balanced as possible, but, like, there's just some occasions where I'm like, that's just baffling to me. Poor Flareon. Flareon didn't deserve it. And it's weird to see that kind of a problem with a pseudo. Like, that's really weird. Still no massive mass operate. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Hey, it wins in one category. I mean... Well, what's that phrase? Jack of all trades, master of none. Will always outperform master of one, something like that. Or it ends up being a lot more better to be well-rounded than it does to be like a master of one particular thing, because what is speed really going to do for Dragon Bolt? Is it even viable? I don't know for sure, because I don't usually play competitive. Although I wouldn't mind getting into it these days. Alright. So I haven't played Deltarune. I played the first chapter forever ago, but I haven't played it since. And gosh, I love like Undertale's music. The problem is that I don't dare play it on stream because of just how easily copyright like Undertale stuff is. I guess it just really depends on how the Pokemon is. What is UU or RU? I'm guessing UU is underused, if I had to guess. Or RU be rarely used? There we go. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with the competitiveness of Pokemon, though it is something I've been thinking about getting into. Just because I just enjoy Pokemon. I enjoy it a lot. In case anyone can't tell. Of course, I'm being targeted. So, what are the Pokemon tiers? I know I've seen underused, overused, rarely used. They specialize in competitive Pokemon, such as how good a Pokemon is compared to multiples. Oh, cool! That sounds awesome. Yeah, if you don't mind dropping them in Discord, I'll happily take a look at their stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I knew skipped the song. It gets really weird there. Ubers is for restricted legendaries. Yeah, I remember hearing about Ubers. Like, it's kind of funny because it's like, oh, I remember hearing about this, but I've never actually researched it. OU is overused, UU is underused, RU is rarely used, PU I honestly don't know. ZU is zero use, and finally we have untiered. Okay. Oh man, I need to play Heart Gold or Soul Silver on this channel. I need to play so many Pokemon games. I need to play so many games in general. Likely means nothing, but it's the fact that it stinks. Aw. Gudra. Gudra deserves better. Hashtag justice for Gudra. Your baby butt back here. Jeez, Pikachu sounds so weird when you hit it. I know there's one more. There has to be one more. There it is. Let's just make an objectively better version so they'll never use the old one. That still doesn't, like, fix the problem. Don't get me wrong. I love Hisuian Gudra. But I also love regular Gudra, too. Hashtag justice for Gudra. Though I really appreciate that they did make a, they did give Gudra a little bit of love there with Hisuian Gudra. Very much appreciated. I know, it just does makes me feel too sad, but it's what the team thinks. It's gotta be weird working for Game Freak sometimes. It's such a massive corporation, while at the same time just... It's so fascinating about Poison Dragon type or better deal with fairies. It's already... There's plenty of poison moves. Yeah, honestly, that would have been so cool. Especially with the whole goo thing. I guess it would make it a little less huggable, but, like, I'd still hug it. Shout out Dragon. So, Dragon Poison, which I think is stupid. I think it should have been a Water Dragon or Poison Water. I can see Poison Water for Dragonage. Jeez, Pichu should not know Thunder. That's just wrong. Okay, there's not likely to be another step, so I might as well just keep going. Goodra is a steel type, so making it modern day counterpart poison. Oh, that would be so cool! Hashtag justice for Goodra. I now want to draw artwork of Goodra. I need to work on some more artwork. It's been a while. It really would make just such a cool poison type. You hard! Yeah! I love myself some Gaston! I want myself a shiny Gaston! Especially in pseudo case, because you could deal type, because dragon itself isn't the greatest. I just think it deserves better and was robbed by Game Freak. I agree. There is so much more they could have done with Goodra. I do have to say, like, I remember Goodra in the anime just being super cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more excursion and then call it for the day. Heck yeah! Oops, no, I wanted to do morning. I wanted to do morning! Yeah, no, Goodra does not look monotype. Like, if I honestly had to guess, I'd be like, oh, this looks like a dragon water type, or a dragon bug type, or a dragon poison type. There's so many options, and they're just like, nah. Bronzor? And Shaky Tree. Is there another monotype pseudo? Because you have like, so Dragonite is dragon flying. Tyranitar is ground dart. Metagross is psychic steel. Salamence is dragon flying again. Gen 4 had dragon ground type with Garchomp. Gen 5 had, I guess, Hydreigon. I think Hydreigon. No, Hydreigon is a dragon dark type, isn't it? Nope, just Goodra. Just Goodra. Yeah, because then Komo-o is dragon fighting type. Gen 8 had Dragapult, which is dragon ghost type. Oh, shiny Rufflet! Hell yeah! Woohoo! I love shiny Braviary. It looks so cool in this game. Hisuian Braviary. Oh, Rock Dark. That's right. Rock and ground almost feel like the same type to me sometimes. Hard to keep them straight. And then, of course, Gen 9 has Frigivax, which is Dragonite. Yeah! Oh, poor Goodra. That's just for Goodra. Hacker! Yeah. Missed opportunity for Mandibuzz not getting something in this game because Braviary did. True. I don't really like Mandibuzz as much. But I think that's the general consensus. Because Mandibuzz is not very, like, appealing, I guess? But it is a cool Pokemon. Oh, don't get me wrong. Mandibuzz's design is, like, peak. Absolutely amazing. The one thing I never liked about Braviary is just how in your face it is the American Pokemon. And I'm like, I hate it so much. But then when they did Hisuian Braviary, taking out those like straight up American feel to it, it then felt like its own Pokemon. And I don't know if that's just because living in America, like, I just don't care. I'm not patriotic at all. Never have been. Definitely am certainly not now. America! It's incredibly funny. I will admit, it is kind of funny, especially since Unova is, like, in the US, and it really does just scream, like, American. God, I hate... I hate that American stereotype. It is so bad. Huh. I wonder if my mic picked up my sister's voice at all. Blizzard's about to clear up. I wish they'd let you ride your own, like, braviary after, like, you catch your own. Just because I think it'd be cute. Especially since I have a shiny. But, like, also just kind of, like, having that, like, bond. Like, this is my braviary. Not just some random braviary. I mean, I think I like it because it takes out the super, like, red, white, and blue theme going for it. And having it more with that black and white theme. And I do like the psychicness. But it doesn't really feel like a psychic type to me. Yeah, shiny Rufflet! Alright. Well, I'm going to call it here for today. Thank you so much for joining me, Silly. Thank you anyone else who happened to, like, stop by or lurk or anything else. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm hoping to probably... I want to stream tomorrow. I want to stream some X and Y, or Pokemon X. But we'll see if I get around to it because I do have work tomorrow. So, I will catch you all later. Bye!